The opener was everything we could have asked for, and now this building stretched to capacity. Game 2 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and you see a really good start for the home side. They did what they needed to do in the opening game of this series. And the crowd, that made a huge difference. They were behind their guys all the way, and boy, oh boy, were they loud. And I've got a feeling that not much is going to change here in game number 2.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Yeah, you know, you have to be careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. Does a lot of things right at the plate. Takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Trevor Bauer is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, one of the great shortstops in the game, especially when you're talking about athleticism, Francisco Lindor. What he does just amazes every time out. You get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And a rather easy first out.
In the second spot tonight,
into the box, Chris Bryant. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bauer into his motion. First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. But we might be ice skating before we're through tonight. 39 degrees at first pitch. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, guys, he's a very solid umpire. Well respected for the strike zone he calls and the consistency he brings to the job.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Anthony Rizzo takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and one away. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1 and 2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Set to deal on 2 and 2. Popped high in the air. Lindor camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it. Winds up an easy pop out.
Ben Zobrist will dig in now, and he was one of the bright spots offensively in the Game 1 defeat last time out.
Yeah, he did his part. He just needed a little more help.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. One-0 count. Here it is. That evens it up 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Lindor is there for it. And that retires the side. 1 left for the Cubs. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, guys, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Jake Arrieta will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this former USD Torero, Chris Bryant, one of the best in the game offensively, doesn't get a lot of accolades for his defense, though. Can play any one of a number of positions, but really settling in comfortably at third base. He's got soft hands. He's got an excellent arm. Very rare for a guy of his size.
Carlos Santana is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but
I would maybe think about something else.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Zobrist will wait on it. One gone.
Batting second, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on it, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Turned on down the line. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Around first, on his way to second now.
Well, I think they're going to score this as a single and an E9. He just doesn't get down on the ball, and the lack of concentration allows the runner to move up to second.
Francisco Lindor will stand in, coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. If he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Comes set with the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Hit toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Kipnis will take the turn and head for home. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, you give a good RBI guy a chance in the first inning, chances are he's going to come through. You see here, he delivers a solid base hit, and the throw home's not in time to prevent that first run from scoring.
First things first, here's a throw over. Oh, and it throws him, and they got him.
This is something you definitely don't need when you've got a guy at the plate that can hit the ball out of the ballpark. That's a costly mistake there. Just not smart baseball.
Here's Mike Napoli now. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. One 0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1.
For the infielders tonight, be prepared. If he gets that sinker working like he normally does, it should generate a lot of ground balls.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone. 2-2.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in a matter of about 5 feet.
Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Early struggles here with the command. That's 2 hits and a walk now in the very first inning. He's going to need to sort things out here pretty quick.
Jose Ramirez set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. A runner on first with 2 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Just getting deeper and deeper into trouble here in the first inning. He's walked one guy already. Now he's fallen behind another guy here.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw will go to Russell covering at second, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. It's the Indians 1 and the Cubs nothing. Kyle Schwarber will step in now as the designated hitter here in the World Series.
Yeah, and thanks to the American League's win in the All-Star game, we're going to have a DH in games 1, 2, 6, and 7. So maybe a chance for a little more offense than they're normally accustomed to.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Hit hard to short. Reined in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 6th, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Into the box now, Javier Baez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bauer's ready. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. He's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Standing in now, number 40. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Well, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Down the third baseline. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
This is a very good approach here with 2 strikes. It's a smart approach. You know, he's not trying to come out of his shoes here. He just makes a good 2-strike adjustment and delivers a nice solid base hit. That's how you do it.
Jorge Soler set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. And he lays off there 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
So striding in, Addison Russell, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
They've got an opening here, so this is where you can really jump on a guy out there before he's settled in.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Swing and a line drive. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Around third and being waved on home. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's 1-1.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but the P straight singles will do the job as well.
Dexter Fowler gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Looking to minimize the damage here, and he'll fall behind now to 1-2. The ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And another foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, that might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of the second, all tied at 1-1. Lonnie Chisenhall strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And that's where he's at his best. When he gets that sinker running away, he's tough to hit.
Scorched to third. One away.
Batting 7, left fielder, Coco Chris.
Now in the box, Coco Crisp, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
And this is taken outside for ball one. Hit to third. And it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Well, it didn't look like there was anything too special about this ground ball. Just looked like he maybe raised his head a little bit there, and that'll cost him a one-out base runner.
Number 30 will take his cuts now, and he is one guy whose bat has not made the transition from regular season to postseason.
Yeah, and he was so good during the regular year, but he's been a non-factor so far in this postseason.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And again a throw, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Keeping an eye on him.
Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are two gone.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Roberto Perez set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Pitch out, nothing doing. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And there goes Coco. Pitch outside, the throw. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer.
And here behind the plate, I think he's got a good sense that that guy's going to be off from first. You can see him. He gets a little antsy trying to speed up his mechanics to make that throw. And ultimately, he never gets a good grip on the baseball.
Three and 0 now.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Carlos Santana stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Tap fouled at home plate. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Indians strand a couple. We've played 2 full innings, and we are tied 1-1. Chris Bryant is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Bauer sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Belted high and deep into right center. Going back is the center fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Well, if this is a day game, this is a home run. You know, a night game, much different story here. This place just doesn't have the same kind of carry to it under the lights, and this winds up being a long out to the warning track.
Anthony Rizzo in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he didn't look good on a changeup last time, and he just skied it. So don't be surprised if he sees a similar approach on this at-bat.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
1 out, nobody on. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Wow, that's got to be a frustrating at-bat right there, because you feel like you're all over a pitch, and then maybe your mechanics break down just a little bit. You get underneath it, and it just becomes a harmless pop-up.
Settling in now, Ben Zobrist. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And we all know he's a much better hitter from the other side.
Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. You had to go after him. Well, but when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. That's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
Kyle Schwarber will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, you get the 2-out hit. Now he's in scoring position after the wild pitch. It just goes to show you how quickly things can get away from you if you're not careful.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Here's Javier Baez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in. You're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
To 2-2 now. 2 down, runners at first and second. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Line drive to left, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands two men on the base paths. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Jason Kipnis digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Jason.
Into the windup and the pitch. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Here it is on 3-1. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2.
Boy, if he can get him right here, coming back from 3-0, what a way to start the inning that would be.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Yeah, he did a great job of battling back from being down 3-0 to start the innings. You know, things weren't looking all that good, but he didn't panic. He trusted his stuff, and he comes right back with 3 good pitches to get the strikeout.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-2 delivery. Now look out as he's got to hit the deck here. It's ball 1. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Mike Napoli stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
2-2 count. Here it comes. On the ground up the middle. Russell has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Number 40 stands in.
Leading off for the Cubs, catcher, number 40.
Bauer gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
In is Jorge Soler. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble. But not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1 run, 4 hits, and 2 errors for the Cubs to this point in the contest. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
And this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Addison Russell. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Hit to short. Lindor comes up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Jose Ramirez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Jose Ramirez.
First offering on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Grounded to the right. There's Baez, and taken in out there for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Lonnie Chisenhall stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Hot shot on the ground to short. Backhanded on to first, and there were 2 down.
The left fielder, number 4,
Coco Crisp, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with 1 in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And the hope was that he would have chased 1 of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
2 out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way. Zobrist is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Dexter Fowler.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
This is line to left. Coming in is Coco, but this drops for a hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Digging in now, Chris Bryant. He flew out in his last at-bat. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in.
Keeping him close.
Bauer pauses. Here it comes.
Nope.
And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball one. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Looked like a 2-strike curveball there. Behind the plate, you see him turn that glove over, go soft, try and make himself as large as he can, but this one manages to skip away, and it'll be a wild pitch.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Squared that one up just a little late. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. He's set. Here's the 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Just hung in there on that one. 1 run, 5 hits, and 2 errors for the Cubs to this point in the contest. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. Now, this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances.
Well, Matt, so much of hitting is being able to make the necessary adjustments, and he needs to make one here.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
First and second here with nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The batter.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, Well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike.
And you know, the catcher there was set up inside, yet that pitch was all the way on the other side of the plate.
Now a chopper to first, might only get one. Scooped up, one there. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Cubs strand one. Halfway home, all even at one apiece. Number 30 will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
First pitch on its way. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball one.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
That one's a called strike. Back even at one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Zobrist has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Roberto Perez will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
1 out, nobody on. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, just an excellent sequence on the mound that time, and we're going to run you right back through it right here on Show Track. Now, you're going to notice as the dots come up, the trend, pretty evident. Everything's going to be down around the knees or lower. Now, the more you can stay out of any guy's wheelhouse, the better off you're going to be, and it worked perfectly right here.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Santana will take the turn and head for second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
The second baseman, number
Well, this is one of the few mistakes he's made all game long. Not too many guys have made solid contact so far, but he squared that one up pretty well.
Jason Kipnis will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
I don't think there are too many guys in this lineup that could have laid off that 0-2 pitch. That's a real tough take.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
You can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through. A base hit. Around third is Santana heading for the plate. Now a long throw home. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Well, it looked like this inning was just about in the books, but then you get the 2-out double to put the man in scoring position. Next hitter follows that up with a base hit here and makes something out of the inning after all.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
2 out with the man at first. Chopped foul right at home plate. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Zobrist moving to his left, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. 5 innings complete. It's the Indians 2 and the Cubs 1. Kyle Schwarber will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Well, only 3 strikeouts for him in the ball game, but when you've got that slow stuff, keeping guys off balance, you don't need to rely on strikeouts.
Javier Baez stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch here is softly hit down the line to third. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
Into the box now, number 40. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around. And that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the sixth. Swing and a liner, but foul. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Way outside. 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Oh, and that's a sweet pitch right there. You know, on the mound, there's very few things that can happen negatively with this location. I mean, you're either going to swing and miss, you foul it off, or you hit it into the ground where it becomes a double play. But I'm sure on the mound, you'll take the strikeout.
In is Jorge Soler, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Smoke toward third. Fielded cleanly. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. One left for the Cubs. They still trail it here 2-1. Mike Napoli gets things started here in the sixth for the hometown team.
First baseman, Mike Napoli.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Arrieta into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, not close on either of these first two pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
3-0 now.
And all of a sudden, he's looking a little jittery out there to start the sixth.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the sixth.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. And that's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Stepping in, Jose Ramirez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Here comes the first pitch. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially if for a guy in this part of the lineup.
A little bouncer. And reined in, 1 away.
Well, it probably wasn't the way he wanted to move the guy into scoring position, but it's going to have to do, and he's going to get that man up to second base now with 1 away.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, that's a good take there with 2 strikes. That wasn't an easy one to lay off of.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Fowler. He makes the running play. 2 down.
These are the types of balls where you worry about collisions out there. This ball's hit fairly sharply, almost exactly between the 2 outfielders, but this should always be the center fielder's ball if he can get to it. So he calls for it and he puts it away.
Here's Coco Crisp standing in. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Number 30 would be next. And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now.
And on the mound, you'd like to finish this off, but still, you don't have to lay one in there on 3-2.
2 out here and a runner at second. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
And you'd like to think that a 2-out single would score your guy from second, but this ball was just hit too hard, and he's forced to hold on at third base.
Into the box, number 30. Lays off 1-0.
And this is where the Indians just need one hit.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You know what? He's starting to skate on some thin ice here, and sooner or later, he's going to have to challenge him.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. And the lead goes up to 3 now. It's 4-1.
Well, this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole out there on the mound. This is all his own fault. And both of those runners are going to come around to score on what works out to be a 2-run triple.
Travis Wood will come in and pitch now.
Pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 37, Travis Wood.
Roberto Perez will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Here's the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go to the 7th now in Game 2. Cleveland's out in front, 4-1. Back here in Cleveland, it's on to the 7th now in Game 2. But before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Cody Allen is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 37, Cody Allen.
Addison Russell will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Allen's ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
Boy, and a great 2-0 pitch there. Got him thinking fastball. And this looked like a fastball out of his hand, but it turns out to be a real effective changeup instead.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
Dexter Fowler digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Out in front of it, strike 1. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Chris Bryant stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Pitch on the way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
You do not want to get the middle of this order up with guys on base. So this is the hitter he needs right here, right now.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that's too high, ball 2. Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
And the pitch on 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
You talk about coming back with a shutdown inning. How about striking out the side to give your guys a little bit of a lift? He's one pitch away from doing just that.
Lined hard toward right center, and Chisenhall will make the catch, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They trail it 4-1. Carlos Santana will step in to lead it off for Cleveland. He'll be followed in the order by Jason Kipnis.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball two. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
3-1, here it is. Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2. And that misses, ball four. It's a leadoff walk to start the home seventh.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Pause, now the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And that misses 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And this is taken in by Fowler for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's set. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for one. The tag, and he's out at second. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Indians there as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Josh Tomlin will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Tomlin.
Leading off the inning, Anthony Rizzo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Ramirez retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1. Our line scorer here from Progressive Field. Tribe leading this one in the 8th as they look to put the finishing touches on a solid home win. Ben Zobrist comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ball 2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Still 2-2. He spoils another one, and we'll do it again. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Well, this is a guy who will battle you up there. He knows how important it is for him to get on base, so he's not going to go down easily.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Kipnis with the bare hand. Got him.
Woo, no problem. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here it comes. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball.
The batter, number 9.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Javier Baez will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
In there, strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. A runner on first with 2 away. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cubs strand 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Mike Napoli will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Wood into the windup. First pitch on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. And the catch is made, 1 away.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Jose Ramirez will step in, a ground out victim as last time. Now here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, hard to believe that's not a strike. I don't know exactly where that would have missed.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is lifted high in the air down the line behind third. Bryant backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The right fielder, number 8, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Lonnie Chisenhall stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 0-1 pitch on its way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
This one's flared out toward left. Zobrist moving in. He can't get there as it falls in.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Here's Coco Crisp standing in as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to left center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe, but they lead it 4-1. Andrew Miller is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 24, Andrew Miller.
Number 40 will stand in to start off the 9th here with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Jorge Soler will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
And a fastball for Miller as he jumps ahead, 0-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Ready with the 0-1. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. One and 2, here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Russell.
Here's Addison Russell. Now a swing and a ground, and this is going to wind up hitting the bag at third. And the throw will be too late at first, so a strange play there as it wind up with an infield single.
Hey, any way you can keep this game alive, you've got to take it. You know, it's just an infield single, but at least you keep that line moving up for one more hitter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dexter Fowler. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And that's going to put an end to this one, and the Indians have held serve here at home. They take games 1 and 2 of this series as this one is over.
Yeah, and you know, this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 4-1. Good night from Cleveland.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base.